Okay, so we're live and well, not really, because I put it in private and then I post it later. Anyways, today I want to talk a little bit about thoughts. When I would teach the kids, quite often we would be in the middle of a lesson and I might stop things like, stop. Okay, what are you thinking right now? Just to get into that habit of stopping and paying attention to what is going on in our brains. And you know how it is, right? Sometimes we will have this loop going around in our heads, that something that we might be thinking on, good or bad, right? And it just is going around, but it's helpful to be conscious of our thoughts as we go through the day. And the truth is, when we are communicating with one another, which is really what relationships are based on, we are going to come up with our own interpretations. We might really believe we understand exactly what that person is saying, but we're going to be looking at things through our own lens, through our own perspective, through our own life, right? Our own experiences. And we usually tag on meanings based on our own experiences and our own thought processes. And so, quite often, that leads to misunderstanding. And so, we might really think somebody means this when they really mean that. And we come up with our own conclusions, and they're usually wrong. The other thing we do is we live experiences. Life is one experience in the next, and we will attach a belief with that experience. And quite often, um, belief, especially if it's a negative experience, we might attach something that's not quite true, right? And come to a conclusion that's not quite true. It's our perception, but it's not necessarily truth. So scripture, addresses that. And it says this, it says whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely or of good repute, make your mind dwell on these things, and the peace of God shall guard your hearts and minds. And that is something we can stand on and something that we can work towards, right? Because sometimes we forget. But as we are dwelling on something and as something is kind of going on in our heads, um, for me, I'll give an example. So sometimes I get tripped up over text messages. Either I read a meaning into it, what they're saying, right? Or or I text somebody and I don't hear back for a long time. And so I have to really discipline my brain to not come up to a conclusion, like not make a judgment regarding that other person, whether, well, I guess they're too busy for me, or they don't like me, or whatever. The truth is, the world doesn't revolve around me. They're probably very busy, and they just don't have time to text back. But I notice that that is a trigger for me. That is an area where, if I text somebody, I'm not, and they don't hear back, I wonder, well, I wonder why I'm not hearing. And it's probably better just to address it and ask why. But we can come up with a conclusion and we can think that something is true because it feels true. And a lot of times our experiences will feel true. Okay, so today I encourage you that if you stop and you recognize, oh, I'm thinking something that's pretty negative. Okay, well, challenge that a little bit. What proof do you have that that's true? Where's the proof? Okay, if you can't find proof, it's probably not true. And so you can just throw it away. And that's what we would do with the kids, right? Throw it away. So I encourage us as adults, throw it away and dwell, meditate on, regurgitate on, right? Think on those things that are true, honorable, right, pure, lovely, of good repute, and worthy to be praised, right? Worthy of um, thinking about. So those are things, that's our challenge today, and I hope you have a good day. Talk to you later.